Going to make sure that all of my cameras are working before I get started. I hope you're having a great afternoon. Going to make sure I can hear myself.
Introducing the...
Can I hear myself? Make sure I can hear myself. Yes, I can. There's two of me there. Welcome to the live today. So just so you guys know, I have over 300 videos on my YouTube channel, and I have a lot of highly edited versions of my videos. This is a live, so I'm not going to be able to edit it. So you're going to have to bear with me as I am recording this. Let's move over to the project. So I did a few things beforehand here so I could get myself all sorted. Now what I did do was I printed out a cute little cat image on my Cricut Maker, and no, this is not sponsored. No part of today's video is sponsored. So this is a cute image of a cat that I'm going to use, and I cut it out on my scan and cut, and I adhered some heat and bond to the back of it. And if you don't know what heat and bond is, it's like an adhesive glue. And it also, I like to put anything that I'm doing when I'm making like bags or cushions sometimes, I like to use this heat and bond. And then basically I'll show you later how I apply it. You apply it with heat and it'll stick to your, whatever it is that you're sticking it to. I'm going to be sticking it to canvas today because I'm going to show you how to make a cute tote bag. I do have a video on my YouTube channel. Like I said, over 300 videos on there. So if you want to watch a edited tutorial, then please go and have a look for my other tutorial on how to sew a tote bag. So we're going to do this all live so you can see how long it actually takes. So we have the image of our beautiful cat here. And also, I cut out my piece of canvas, so I was ready to go. And I'm not going to do this lined. I'll do another video of a lined tote bag. This one's going to be unlined. So my dimensions, now this bag can be any size that you want it to be. It doesn't have to be this big. You could make it smaller, you could make it even bigger if you wanted to. I mean, this is pretty big anyway, so I'd probably keep it, I wouldn't go any bigger than this. So it is 17 inches across, and it is 20 inches length. So that's the size of our tote bag. Now, what I did at the bottom is we're going to put in some boxed corners, and the boxed corners are really useful on a tote bag. So when you want to sit it down on the floor, and it's going to have a flat bottom. So whatever you do, don't have your image going. I've measured this at 2.5 by 2.5. So your image, when you put it on your bag, it can't be anything below here. And also, you kind of don't want it to go into the 2.5 inches also. So bear that in mind. Don't get in the way of this section here, and don't get in the way of this section down here, because it's going to be folded over and it's not going to look good. So when you think about placing your image on, you need to think about where to place it and making sure it's not going to go and interfere with any of these sections, and you don't want it to go too high up because that's going to interfere with, oh, hello, Leanne. Nice to see you, and thank you so much for liking my videos. And at the top here, you don't want to interfere with any of these seams, because this is where you're going to be sewing also, and you're also going to be adding your handles as well. If you have any questions, Leanne, just let me know. This is another great thing about doing the live videos, because then you guys can ask me questions as I'm going along. So I'm going to take this paper off. So when it comes on the roll, it comes like on a roll of like heat and bond like this. And then what you do is you get your fabric and then you basically press it onto your fabric, and then I just ran it through my Cricut and I produced this cute little image. So I'm going to be needing that. I don't know why I'm taking it away. I am going to put this under here, and then we are going to fix our cat on here. So this makes a great Christmas sewing project, and the reason why I say this is because you can just personalize it to whatever you want it to be in order to give it to the person that you want to give it to. And another reason why I like to use this heat and bond is it does reduce the fraying of the fabric. So you're going to want to read the packet to make sure that you are putting the right amount of heat on here to stick this into place. And then when you sew in the bag up, don't forget this now becomes the right side of your fabric, because you have this image and you don't want to sew it on the wrong side of the bag. Let's get in there. Do it down a little bit better. And then what I'm going to do is come in and sew over the edges here so it can stay nice and flat. So I am going to put these two pieces together. There's two pieces, obviously for the bag, the front and back. And I am going to cut these square bits at the bottom. So this is 2.5 by 2.5. So we're going to cut this. And we're going to cut this here. So we've cut these 2.5 by 2.5 at the bottom of our tote bag. And I am going to also, because I'm not doing a lining in this, so I do need to hide these raw edges at the top here. So I need to fold them over and create a seam, a hem, should I say, at the top here. So I'm going to do that right now before I forget. I'm going to do another video of a lined tote bag. Just thought I'd pop on today and do a nice quick live. Doing this side as well. So I'm creating a nice easy hem. I fold it over about 1/2 inch, and I've done it twice just to hide them raw edges here. And of course, if you have a serger, you could do it that way as well. This is another good reason why you do a lined tote bag, so you don't have to worry about all of these raw edges. and I'll move on to my bag straps in a second, because there's a certain way I like to do my bag straps. Spit the words out. Again, with the bag straps, you can do it whatever length that you prefer. Mine are 26 inches in length by 4 inches in width. So what I generally like to do is fold this in half. Then you fold it in the middle, and you'll fold the other middle into the center. So I live in Canada, and yesterday we had some freezing rain, which landed on the roads and made it super skiddy. So I was out today trying to get rid of some of that ice. It's a bit dangerous out there. And now I've run out of salt, so I need to go and get some more salt to put down on the sidewalk, because I don't want my postman to fall over, and I don't want to slow him down on his route either. I always feel sorry for the postman and the people pushing the pushchairs, and the disabled people at this sort of time of year. It's dangerous for an able-bodied person, yet alone. People with a disability. So that is my bag straps done. And also what I like to do, I cut some the same length. So I think I said 26, yep. And then this one is 3 inches. And I'll show you what I'll do. And this one's a bit harder to see because it's black. So I'm doing the same thing again. I'm just folding it in half. Then you open it back up and you fold it back again. It's funny, I was going to make a dress the other day, and then I opened the packet up and I saw the amount of pieces I had to cut out, and then I just put the pattern back. Who else does that when they see they've got 10 million pieces to cut? I'll never forget when my mum wants me to sew this backpack for her, and it must have had, I don't know, 30 different pieces to it. It was ridiculous. I don't think we ever learned how to sew that up. I should really go back to it. It was one of the things that I was trying to learn how to sew, like when I first started sewing. And sometimes I find that if I just don't look at the instructions, I can sew these things better for some weird reason. So this is what I like to do with bag straps. Can you see how there's just a little bit of that canvas just poking out, and it just gives some cute little detail to a bag strap? I love doing this with bag straps. So that we'll sew this one first, and then we'll seat this one on top, and then sew this down also. So now that we have, oh, we don't have everything. I've got one more. So let's sew this. We'll press this. Need to put more water in my iron. I'm dry ironing now. Kind of person who likes to have steam coming out of their iron. Now we have everything. I'm going to change cameras. Okay, so I need to take the white. What am I sewing first? Now let's just keep the white in right now. And I'm going to put white in the top. You can find the end of this. There we go. So I always sew with a 9014 microtex needle, and I generally just use a regular polyester thread. I use my Babylock Soprano. I know I'm not sponsored to say or do this in this video. So I'm going to get one of my straps here, and I am going to sew this open part of the flap into place. I'm also going to sew these ends. And I'm going to sew this other end. And then I'll snip all of these fraying bits off, and I'll do the same with the other strap. I'm going to do the ends. And I'm going to do the other end here. So I need to just cut them off. I tell you, like every time I move somewhere, my scissors go with me. And so does my garbage bag, apparently. There we go. So I'm just taking these ends off. I'll do the same with this one. And then before I change over my thread colour, I am going to sew the hem into place on my bag. So I've got my hem here, and I am going to sew that in place. So it's up to you. You can go around every part of this bag and you can sew all of these raw edges down. For the sake of time in this video, I'm not going to do that. But you may want to go ahead and continue on and sew all of these edges down. Now I'm going to change over to black. So I'm going to have black bobbin, black in my top thread for the next part. So depending on what colours that you decide to choose, will be the same colour as what you'll do also. Now I can't find. There it is. We got some Ant Linda's crochet thread, and boy is that a fiddle trying to find the end of that stuff. So my Babylock Soprano is an automatic threader. At the start of the week, I like to wind a load of white and black bobbin thread, so I never get caught without any bobbin thread. And then this is up to you. You can clip this into place, or you can eyeball it. I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm going to sew this on top. So I'm basically going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to create this like double strap. Just cut that off. I'm going to close this up at the bottom again. And then go back down. This is another great project for using that holographic thread that I was using the other day. I'm going to just close that end off down here. So this is one of the bag straps for the tote bag. You can how there's like a little bit of the canvas just poking through, and it looks great. You can do it with whatever color you want. I'm just choosing black today because of the black cat on the bag. I very rarely use black actually. I'm not a black kind of person. I generally like to wear colourful things. There we go. And then I'm going to sew this into place up here. So all the way down. It's hard not to, you think it's in the way of the process, I apologise. mean, you can buy tote bags at the store, but I found the quality to be pretty bad. And they do actually whip up really quickly. It's just that I'm filming and going through different steps with you. Phoenix. I bet it's really hot in Phoenix. A lot of people from Alberta actually go to Phoenix, snowbirds. There's a lot of Canadians there. I get a lot of shy people on my YouTube watching. Where's everybody from that's watching? There we go, that's 2 of my straps complete. And then what I am going to do is I'm going to sew around parts, like all of the outside of my cat. I'm not going to do it, I'm going to do it just slightly around the outline, just to make sure it gets held into place so it doesn't come off if I choose to wash it. You could also do a blanket stitch, but I kind of didn't want to do that because I didn't want to affect the detail of the cat. As you can see, I've got my pivot foot working right now. And every time I stop on the accelerator, my presser foot will automatically go up and down. It's one of the awesome features of this machine. Several Canadian neighbours, I told you. Hi, Jill. I'm glad that you've managed to catch me. I love Texas. I was in Austin, Texas. I went to QuiltCon. That was interesting. Hi, Penelope. Oh, by the way, this gift is for myself. I'm not making it for anybody. Jill the cat is from my Cricut maker. I invested in a Cricut, and it cuts fabric perfectly. I actually did have another cutting machine that I had, and I've had it for quite some time, but the problem was is that when I tried cutting with it with the fabric, it wasn't very good at cutting fabric. And I don't even think some of the others were very good at cutting with fabric. I know the Cricut maker that came out is definitely good. I don't have Cricut 3, I just have the Maker 3, I just have the regular Cricut maker. So when you sign up to their kind of like online access thing, they give you a ton of images, and there's so many projects and there's so many things it can do. But I wanted it so I could cut fabric. And if anybody remembers, I actually got an AccuQuilt, and I don't really use it as much. And I feel as though I'm going to use my Cricut Maker a lot more. And it took me like 5 or 6 months before I decided to actually go ahead and buy one. I don't think I've actually got a really good edited video of a tote bag. I'm going to have to do one. I'll do one next week, an actual tote bag edited version. I know I did a Vlogmas video, and the bag, looking back on it, is like really hideous. And then my mum started telling me just to make things that I would use. So here we are with cats. I did say I was going to get my mum on a live, and I'll promise I'll get my mum on a live. I was trying to research different things, because when me and my mum used to do my podcast, I used to pick stories out and like read them, but it just takes so long to find something sewing related to talk about. Okie dokie. Let's change the view. Change the view. There we go. So this is the front of the tote bag. And then we're going to put the back on. And remember, this isn't lined, and I might do another video. I might do a Wednesday video of a lined tote bag. So you're going to position your handles however you want your handles to be, how long you want them to be or how short you want them to be, and the distance apart. I mean, when you look at your bag, it basically does tell you how much distance apart it needs to be. It just, you can get a sense of it. And I'm just going to lift this up here. And I'm just going to use my Wonder Clips. And then do you remember how I said don't let anything get in the way of our 2.5 inch boxed out corners? And you want to make sure that you're away, I'm going to do it up here, from that 2.5 inches. And I've got loads of space here, and I've got loads of space at the other side. And then I also had the black facing outwards so you can see it, and just make sure that your handles are the same distance and a length apart. And I just like to just line them up. Honestly, I just do it as quick as possible. Eyeball it. And then I'm going to change that thread again, and I'm going to change it to a white so it hides and blends in with the bag here. So I'm going to switch the camera angle again. I'm going to sew this handle into place. I don't know if it's going to have, oh wait a minute, I didn't change my thread. That was a good job I sewed that. Put that back on. I get too excited. Is it hot in Texas right now? I know when I went to Texas, it wasn't very hot. And I was kind of shocked because I thought it was always hot in Texas. I must have brought my Canadian weather with me. I think it might have been August time, I can't remember. Or was it later than that? Okay, let's see if my sewing machine starts screaming at me. No, it's manageable. Because these layers are very, very thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the line that I have already from the black thread. And you can see where this like pivot key comes in so handy. And it's great for if you're making clothes as well. Then you can go ahead and create that crisscross. A bit like how I do it when I sew Velcro. Try not to get into your guys' way. I made ribs in my slow cooker yesterday. I kept it on all night on warm setting. So I can't wait to have my ribs. So this will be my first handle on my tote bag. Yeah. So Jill's just saying that it gets, today it's warm, but we get cooler weather Sunday, and it's hard to know how to dress because it's been changing from hot to cold. Remember my mum complained about that when we were moving out of summer, because in the UK, because that's where I'm from, and she's still there, it's always raining. And she has been decorating again. She was decorating her living room. Because my podcast was turning into like the decorating and sewing podcast. It was funny. Okie dokie, that's one strap. Where's the video? There. One strap on my tote bag. Let's put the other one on. It's freezing, kind of, Jill. Freezing. Not quite as cold as what it's going to get, but I don't know. I've forgotten how to winter. There was frozen rain yesterday, and it made a mess of the roads and the sidewalks. It was just hideous. I was out with an ice pick, like trying to pick at the ice to get rid of it, but it was just like a thin sheet of like glass, and I just couldn't get it. And I had to put some salt down on it, and my salt had got wet instead of it being dry, and it wasn't really working so well. So I need to go out and get some more salt because I used the last of that today to try and get rid of the ice again. It's not too bad on the main roads once you get on the main roads, but it's bad in like residential areas. The one good thing about Texas is just all of the restaurants. I am so jealous of your restaurants in Texas. You guys know how to cook. I wonder if my mum's watching, she's just not saying anything. If she phones me, I'm going to put her on live. Oh, here she is. 1 second. Hi, Mum.
Hello.
I'm just doing a live right now.
Oh, right, okay.
You need to say hello to Jill.
Say hello to Jill.
Yeah,
Hello, Jill.
Jill's watching. She used to watch our podcast, remember?
Oh, right, okay. Right. Hiya, Jill. How are you? I hope you're okay. Wow.
And I've got a few others on watching as well.
Oh, fantastic. Hello, everybody.
They're all from the States. I think they're all from warmer places than what I am from here. I'm cold.
Well, it's very wet and damp here.
I'm just going to keep you on.
Oh, right. It's very wet and damp here. It's, what time is it? It's 10:30 at night, and I'm just having a little snack. And guys, it's halloumi.
You've got into what?
This eating halloumi.
What is it made out of? I so know you wouldn't act like this if you were doing it like face to face, because you'd be so embarrassed.
I don't know. It's sheep milk and goat milk. Like minted as well.
Oh, because this is my mum is allergic to everything.
I know. I don't know if I should be eating it, but I don't care. I love it.
I think Jill's excited now. She's just said, say hi to your mum. So hi, mum. And she wants to know, right, answer this wisely. She says, how is everything going in the UK? Because I know you're just going to go on one. So think about what you're saying.
What's going on? I'm just carrying on with my own bloody thing, to tell you the truth. I'm just ignoring everything.
Thank you. Because we don't want to talk about the P word or the C word.
No, I just, and I don't listen to the TV because I got rid of it.
I don't listen to TV because I got rid of it.
Well, I haven't physically got rid of it out of the house yet, but it's on top of the wardrobe. And it's covered up where it belongs because it's very naughty. I can't be doing with it. It's been banned. So, yeah, that's about it. So how's things there then, Jill?
Oh, Texas, they're living it up. Texas and Florida are like the best places to be.
Oh, really?
Yes. They're a lot more relaxed with everything.
Right, okay.
So Jill is asking, are you still decorating?
I've just finished my front room. I think that's about it now. I don't know the room that I call my sewing room might just need a bit of touching up a little bit here and there, but I'm not going to do anything major to it. Because I've done my front room. We did. Well, I took some of the wallpaper off. I got like squares, but I left that paper in because it matches up with my curtains. And the curtains were quite expensive, so I didn't want to get rid of them. And I've redone my floor, restained the floor and everything. So all that's done now, thank goodness.
What were you decorating last time?
It was the front room, wasn't it? No, the middle room.
No, it was the middle room, yes, where you had your fireplace.
Yeah. The middle room, because I did the tiling, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Sorry.
I am sewing a tote bag. Oh, I didn't change the video view. This is now turned onto a video of me talking to my mum on the telephone.
Oh my God.
Because, you know, it's a live video and life happens. Yeah, Jill, what are you making?
That one.
Because it was Jill and there was another lady that used to come onto my podcast. What was her name? She was the one that used to sew like the silk projects and stuff. What was her name?
Was it not the butterfly?
No. Oh no, I've done this tote bag wrong. I did it the wrong way. So, can I blame you?
Oh, you always do. What does it matter?
Well, whoever comes on and dislikes my video has a reason to now.
Why? Why? Because you're on the phone to your mother.
I'm on the phone to my mother and I did something wrong.
It's not concentrating, isn't it?
How dare you? So whenever you sew a sewing project, you should do it right sides to right sides. And I did it wrong sides to wrong side. And I'm on the final stretch. I'm nearly done. So, Mum, we're going to do a live together. I know we're doing one now, but...
Yeah, we'll have to plan it because, you know, it's a job and everything.
Job.
I don't know.
Monday or Tuesday, did you say?
Yeah, but I'll have to look at the diary because I can't do it this Monday because I picked up a shift.
See, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to think of your daughter.
Well, I didn't know my daughter was going to do this to me. Well, you know what I mean? When my daughter does things to me, it's like, oh my goodness. So,
Well, she did.
again.
She's popped it up and said, right. So you were saying have a look online to see if there was anything like interesting while I was sewing. And I could find something on like, was there something to do with Christmas decorations and Christmas trees? And I thought, well, that could be like interesting.
Yeah.
Well, did you know that most Christmas decorations and Christmas trees and stuff, the tradition actually comes from Germany?
Right.
Did you know that?
You can talk about that now.
What was that?
You should be talking about it now. You keep it a secret so it's a decoration.
Keep it a secret.
Keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody yet.
Hi, Sandra. Welcome to this live video.
Hello, from all the way from England.
And Canada. And Jill said it must be hard multitasking. It is hard multitasking. See, Jill has my back.
So what's Jill up to these days? What's she making these days? Is she, wow.
I don't think she heard me when I was asking, Jill, what you doing? What you doing?
What project are you doing? Are you doing like 3 projects?
Was it Jill that was always picking up projects and I've finished them? I can't remember. Or was that a butterfly on the wall?
No, Jill.
Pardon?
Did you say you're making a tote bag?
Yes.
So what fabric are you using?
Guess.
It's half past 10 at night. Canvas?
Yes.
It's canvas.
You're like,
Are you making...
Cassie, it's 10:30 at night. Stop making me think.
Are you using any of the canvases that you embroidered?
No, I cut a cat out on my Cricut.
Oh.
Black cat.
Oh.
Because I thought if I used grey on this fabric, it would have just disappeared.
You have a cat and the tail is the handle.
I know. No, it doesn't look like that.
Oh, you should have done one of them. You should do one of those.
That's not for a live video. That would have to be for an edited video.
Right, yeah.
Jill's sewing a cardigan. Show off.
Sewing a cardigan?
Yeah. I'm working on a floral quilt.
Oh. What colour's your cardigan, Jill?
Okay, so I sewed both sides of this bag together and then sewed all the way across the bottom. No, I haven't. I've not sewed. Yes, I have. So all the way across the bottom. And then this is how you box your bag out. You're just going to pull this out here. And you're going to line it up with both of these seams. And hold it into place with wonder clips. Sorry, Mum. I kind of forgot I was supposed to be doing a tutorial. I don't even know how long this video is. It's quite long.
Is it?
Yeah.
So how long have you been on for at the moment?
That is so rude of us. We're like, Jill. And then Jill's there like, what's everybody else working on? What is everybody else working on? Yeah, no, you can't see who's on. There's 6 people watching. So I want to know what are you all working on?
Yeah, come on, tell us, what were you working on? Want to know, thank you, please. Start work at 3 o'clock today.
That's in the afternoon, not the morning. What are you sewing?
I don't know yet. I need to.
But why don't we should do a project together and like broadcast it live. Like you can show your projects and I can show my projects.
Oh my God, I don't know I can do that on like you.
Why? I make mistakes. You just saw that I made a mistake. It's just so Leanne says, I don't know how many dumb mistakes I can make.
Well, I don't understand why people don't. Everybody does mistakes.
Nobody likes owning up to the mistakes. Like I remember when I was first learning how to sew, and I used to get so upset and so frustrated because I felt as though nobody showed the mistakes. And I feel as though you can like get very frustrated with sewing very quickly because you can see all these people creating all these wonderful things and they make out that, you know, they've been an expert all their lives almost.
Yeah, I know. It's not like that at all.
I remember one live that I did like way back when, and I was putting the binding on completely wrong. And I just stopped the video halfway through and didn't bother saving it. And you were watching and you were there like, you were saying, I was wondering why you were doing that. Oh.
That first thing that you made was that bag.
Did I ever show? I did show that on my YouTube channel, didn't I? I grabbed it.
Yeah, you have, yeah. And I said to you, don't throw it away because, you know, you will really how many mistakes you do. It's like you look back on something that you made, the first thing that you ever made, you thought, oh my gosh, I made that. You know what I mean? And look what you're doing now. You're doing like, you know, that embroidery, you picked up that embroidery and it's beautiful. You do a bit of dressmaking, you know, you do quilting, you make all these little things and everything. It's they're beautiful.
So Leanne was saying, yes, I do junk journals, make tote bags for Christmas instead of wrapping, which is a really good idea. Just put them in a bag and give the gift like that instead of like wrapping everything up.
Yeah, and it's a nice little thing to do as well. It's just a little extra thing, isn't it?
And then Jill's saying, good idea with the tote bags. It is a good idea. And then Leanne says, they do look better than my wrapping jobs.
Wrapping what? Sorry.
I don't think she's very good with wrapping her Christmas presents, so she just makes a tote bag.
Oh, right. But it's a nice little thing. It's a gift on its own, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's sort of that made with like loving, you know, tender care, you know, isn't it? It's a nice thing.
I'm just using my pinking shears to cut these edges off. So that's another thing you could do with these edges, is just use pinking shears and just cut all along here. However, when I was looking online, apparently pinking shears don't necessarily mean that your fabric is going to fray. It's just going to deter the fabric from fraying. There you go. Yeah.
See, that's another thing you can do as well. You know, if you want to find someone to chat about who invented scissors and how were they?
I know, but some of these things on the internet, they don't have a very big write up on them. They'll say just like one paragraph and then that's it. I'm turning my bag right sides out.
About the library, do they have any information in the library?
What, on scissors? Who invented scissors?
Yeah.
You just want me to turn my YouTube channel into a book reading channel?
No, well, it's like just something to chat about. It's interesting as well, isn't it? I don't know. I think, you know, because you to sew, it could be interesting for people to know where all this, you know, when it was made and everything, how you know, who invents all these things.
Now you can't see the bag and everybody else can see the bag.
Well, you have to take a picture of it, won't you? Send it.
Yes. It looks super cute.
Oh, right, okay. How big is it?
It's fairly big. the end dimensions are like 16 inches tall by 15.5 in width, but then I did a boxed out bottom, so that's like 2.5 inches.
Well, that's going to be a big present, isn't it?
It's my present.
I was going to say, what present are you going to put in there for yourself?
A new cat. Because the other cats keep fighting. Testosterone-ridden cats.
I know, they're like kickboxing cats.
Kickboxing cats. That turned out really cute. I'll take a quick picture of it.
Oh yeah, it's lovely, Cassie.
Can't you see it? Yeah. 1 second. There you go, I sent you the picture. Yes.
Oh, right. Oh, it's lovely.
It's a puddy cat bag. Neil said that the silhouette looks more like early.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to let these people go off the internet because I'm sure they don't just want to hear us talking.
Oh, okay. Goodbye, everybody. Enjoyed chatting to you.
Yes, thank you, everybody that joined.
Lovely to see you. Well, I can't see you, Jill, but it's nice to let you back on. It's lovely.
Now it's finding out where. Oh, shoot. How to end the video again. I've not quite got the hang of these live videos again, have I? Oh, there we go. Okie dokie. Thank you very much for joining us. I know that's a bit hectic at the end.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for joining.